How does a young boy from the dusty streets of Brazil rise to become one of the most iconic football stars in history? Millions of children across the globe dream of reaching the pinnacle of the sport, but only a select few ever truly achieve it. Today, we are breaking down the incredible journey of Neymar Jr., a player who redefined the beautiful game with his unique flair. Born in Mogi das Cruzes, Neymar grew up navigating the narrow, vibrant streets of Brazil, where every corner became his personal training ground. In these tight spaces, he discovered the rhythm of the game, turning concrete alleys into stages for his early, raw, and unfiltered talent. It was the fast-paced world of futsal that truly shaped his foundation, demanding lightning-quick reflexes and precise, close-quarters ball control. He learned to manipulate the ball in ways that seemed impossible, weaving through defenders with a grace that was years ahead of his age. His father, a former professional player, was the first to recognize this extraordinary potential, providing the essential guidance he needed. He became Neymar's first coach and mentor, helping the young prodigy navigate the pressures of early fame while keeping his focus on development. By his teenage years, the name Neymar was already echoing through the halls of Santos FC, signaling the arrival of a generational talent. As a teenager, he stepped onto the pitch with a confidence that mesmerized thousands, pulling off dribbles that defied the laws of physics. The Brazilian league quickly became too small for his ambition, as his highlight reels began to captivate scouts from across the Atlantic. Every match was a showcase of his creativity, proving that he was not just playing the game, but performing a high-stakes art form. In 2013, the moment finally arrived for the leap to Europe, as he signed with the legendary FC Barcelona to test his skills globally. Stepping into the Camp Nou, he joined a squad that was already a powerhouse, ready to integrate his flair into their tactical system. It was here that he formed a legendary partnership with Lionel Messi and Luis Suárez, creating the unstoppable attacking force known as MSN. The trio operated with a telepathic understanding, dismantling defenses across Europe with a blend of speed, vision, and clinical finishing. Together, they captured the treble, lifting the Champions League trophy and cementing their legacy as one of the greatest units in history. Yet, even at the peak of European success, Neymar felt the pull of a new challenge, seeking to lead his own project on a different stage. In 2017, he made a record-breaking transfer to Paris Saint-Germain, a move that sent shockwaves through the entire footballing world. The transfer fee was unprecedented, reflecting not just his talent, but his status as a global cultural icon beyond the pitch. It became one of the most debated moments in modern sports, marking a new chapter where he aimed to bring glory to a new city. While his club career flourished, he also carried the immense, often crushing weight of the Brazilian national team on his shoulders, representing the Seleção as a unique pressure, as a nation of millions demands nothing less than total perfection and constant victory. He wore the iconic yellow jersey with pride, knowing that every goal he scored was celebrated by an entire country in unison. However, his international journey has also been defined by the cruel reality of injuries that frequently interrupted his momentum. At the height of his form, a sudden setback would often force him to the sidelines, testing his mental resolve and physical endurance. These moments of adversity were public and painful, yet he consistently returned to the pitch, driven by an unwavering love for football. He had to reinvent himself time and again, adapting his style to overcome physical challenges while maintaining his creative edge. What makes Neymar truly special is his ability to turn a standard match into a captivating performance for every single spectator. He blends effective, winning play with a flamboyant flair that keeps fans on the edge of their seats, waiting for the next spark. His influence extends far beyond the stadium, as he has become a global brand and a symbol of Brazilian joy and expression. He inspires a new generation of players to express themselves freely, encouraging them to embrace the fun and creativity of the game. His style of play has influenced how modern football is taught, emphasizing individual skill alongside traditional team-based tactics. Even when critics questioned his choices, his numbers and his impact on the pitch remained undeniably elite and consistently impressive. He has navigated the highs of winning major trophies and the lows of heartbreaking defeats with a distinct public vulnerability. This transparency has made him a polarizing but undeniably magnetic figure in the world of professional sports today. Whether he is pulling off a rainbow flick or delivering a perfect through ball, his intent is always to entertain the crowd. He reminds us that football is, at its core, a game of passion, where the joy of playing is just as important as the result. As he continues his career, he remains a focal point of discussion, proving that his impact on the sport is permanent. Neymar's journey proves that raw talent alone is never enough to reach the summit of professional football success. It takes an incredible amount of discipline to maintain that level of performance while living under a constant global spotlight. Sacrifice is woven into every stage of his life, from leaving his home as a child to enduring long, grueling rehabilitation sessions. Resilience is perhaps his greatest asset, allowing him to bounce back from criticism, injuries, and the pressure of impossible expectations. He possesses the rare courage to chase dreams that many others would have abandoned when the path became too difficult. His story is a testament to the fact that greatness is not an overnight occurrence, but a long, arduous process. It begins long before the cameras arrive, in the quiet moments of practice and the dedication shown during the early years. Whether you are a die-hard football fan or someone pursuing your own personal goals, there is a lesson in his persistence. Greatness requires you to stay true to your vision, even when the world around you is constantly changing its opinion. Neymar has shown that you can be both a fierce competitor and a creative artist, balancing both roles with remarkable ease. His legacy is already cemented in the history books, marked by the countless moments of magic he created on the pitch. He has provided us with memories that will last a lifetime, reminding us why we fell in love with this sport. From the streets of Brazil to the grandest stadiums in Europe, he has remained a symbol of hope for aspiring players. His career is a reminder that the game is meant to be played with heart, passion, and a touch of daring. Every time he steps onto the field, he carries the dreams of his younger self, still playing with that same childhood joy. We have seen him grow, evolve, and overcome, and his story continues to unfold with every match he plays today. The impact he has had on the culture of football is profound, changing how we view the potential of a single player. As we look back on his career, we see a trajectory defined by ambition, skill, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. His journey is far from over, but his place among the legends of the game is already firmly and deservedly secured. And that is the incredible, complex, and inspiring story of Neymar Jr. on today's episode of Breaking It Down.